everyone, my name is Cheryl. Welcome to my channel. This is a crafty channel, mostly yarny goodness, so knitting, crochet, loom knitting. I do also do other crafts, and particularly today I am going to include some diamond paintings, so you can look forward to that. Welcome. If you are a new viewer, hello, how are you? Welcome, and if you're a returning viewer, welcome back. I do have a couple new subscribers, so hi! So it's been a while, as per usual for me. I don't have a normal schedule to upload videos, basically because I never know when I'm going to have a good day health-wise, so I just do it when I can. I have some Diet Coke, because why not, right? So I have a lot to talk to you about today and show you, so let's dive in, shall we? First of all, I am, cuddling up in a blanket because I don't have knitted sweaters. I don't have any sweaters, really. I have a pullover, but that's about it. So, and I didn't make it, so I have nothing to, wear to show you like a lot of podcasters do. But I am covered in my blanket because it is a little cold today. And as you may know, I live in BC, Canada. It's not too cold. It's not as cold as it usually is this time of year, but it's still cold. And I have financial issues, so I can only afford the heating bill to put heat on in the apartment for about a week, maybe 2 weeks in the whole winter. And if you know anything about BC, you know that British Columbia, you know that winter goes from basically October, the end of October, till February or March. So I have to kind of decide when I want to do it. I usually put it on during the coldest time of the year, which is beginning of January, is usually the coldest time of the year. So I put it on for a week or two then, but even then my heating bill goes up like $40 just for 1 week, so I can't afford it. So I cuddle up in blankets a lot. And I don't get many visitors who come to my place during the winter because everybody gets freezing cold. I don't really have a problem with being cold. I like being cold in general, but it does get a little chilly after a while. And my poor toesies, oh my goodness, can you tell I'm around kids a lot? Toesies. My poor toes, they get so cold. I did find some thermal socks from the Dollarama, though. They are perfect, except I have to wear like 2 pairs of them because I don't have much circulation in my feet now, which is another thing I gotta bring up to my doctor. I really don't want to tell him. So, my feet get pretty cold. Anyways, I'm sure you really needed to know all that. You're welcome. So, anyways, okay, so let's get started. So, I haven't uploaded in a while. As you may know, I have had computer issues, and it's starting to look like my laptop may be in its final days now, so hopefully I'll be able to upload this video today, and if not, I'll just have to wait and see if I can get a new computer, which don't know if I can yet. So I'm kind of trying to work it out with my dad and see if maybe he can loan me some money, but don't really know yet. So let's hope, eh? But oh my goodness, I'm so Canadian, eh? I never realized that I say a lot until somebody mentioned it to me once. I'm like, oh, okay, I do say a. Stereotype. And I say sorry a lot too, and apparently Canadians apologize a lot, so. Anyways, okay, so the point to all this is that after I got through my thunk, that lasted like a few months, which, by the way, I made it sound like in my last video that I just stared at the wall all day, every day, and all night, every night. That's not true. I was able to think enough to be able to do the things I needed to do, but like, pay the bills and go shopping and stuff like that. But when it came to doing anything creative or anything that that wasn't important to do, that needed to be done or didn't need to be done, I basically just stared at the wall. So, yeah. So I apologize if I misled you on that. I watched the video again recently and I thought, oh my goodness, it sounds like I did nothing for the last few months. That's not true. I still was able to concentrate enough to do things that needed to be done. So, anyways, after I got through that, you may know that I went off my Tourette medication for a while. And that went really well for about a month. And then 2 weeks ago, my facial tics went crazy. And I couldn't catch a breath in between them. I was doing them so often. And I was doing like 3 or 4 of them at the same time, which I did not know was possible, but apparently it is. So, kind of shocked me too, I know. But, so I couldn't catch a breath in between. I wasn't sleeping. I would get on average an hour or 2 sleep at night. And that went on for a week. And for 6 days. And on the 6th day, I got in the car. I kind of convinced myself that if I cried, it was giving into the tics and they would win. So I didn't cry for 6 whole days. And then I walked out of my apartment building to go out with my life skills coach. I'm moving the camera again, sorry. Jason, who's my mental health worker and great guy. And I saw him in his truck waiting for me to take me grocery shopping because I don't drive. And I see him and I just started bawling because I do that. I cry a lot, and Jason, is such a good guy, I end up crying. So I get in the truck, and he's like, whoa, what's wrong? Poor guy didn't know what to do. I'm just like bawling. So then he noticed my tics, and so finally I explained, well, I can't handle it. I'm emotionally, mentally, and physically exhausted. I can't do this. So he said, you need to go to the doctor and get put back on your med. So I did that, and I had some extra tablets at home still, so I started taking it again while I waited to get into the doctor, and then he put me back on it. So now I'm not doing as many tics, and I can sleep, and, well, not last night. Last night I stayed up diamond painting, but that was my own choice. But, yeah, I'm feeling much, much better. I'm getting more crafty things done, so that's good. Haven't gotten a lot of writing done. If you don't know, I have another channel on YouTube called, it's just at author Cheryl Gilmore, and it's an author channel if you want to check it out. I will be uploading a video to that channel today or tomorrow. It's already recorded, but I have to record it again because I have some updates. So, yeah. So, after all that got settled, my computer, as going back to the way beginning of what I was talking about, because you know me, I get off and get distracted and get off on different tangents, so 'tis life. My brother gets so annoyed with me on that. I'll be like talking about something, and then it'll remind me of something else, and I'll start talking about that, and then like half an hour later, I'm like, okay, so, and I'll continue with what I started with half an hour before, and he's like, oh, I thought we were finished with that. Anyway. Okay, so after I got through the funk and the Tourette phase, I started crafting and writing again. I got really excited. I got happy. I mean, if you don't have Tourette, and you probably don't know that the tics are not just like that. It affects your whole body. It affects your brain. Like, just, it exhausts you after a while, right? So I got some much needed sleep, and my face is calmed down now. I still TikTok a lot, but it's a lot better. So after all that happened, my computer finally died. May it rest in peace. But I brought it back to life for... It's a miracle! But I called my brother, and I said, John, is there anything I can do to prolong its life. And he told me what to do in how to basically erase everything from my computer, including Windows 10, everything, every single thing off my computer. So there was a few buttons or a few things I had to click on, and it took like 9 hours to clean the system, and then it took another like 3 or 4 hours to load up Windows 10 again. But when it did, it was amazing. The new version of Windows 10, which was updated, it said in May of this year, but I guess I just never updated it. It is wonderful. I found so many like apps and things I didn't even know existed. And I found out that the new Windows 10 has a free editing software. I know! Amazing! So I'm going to be like adding things onto this video. It's like my first time doing it, so please be nice. If it turns out awful, I'm so sorry. But you don't know until you try, right? So, okay. Let's just get into the crafty things, shall we? I'm so sorry. It's already been 11 minutes. Tried to make it as short as I could. Okay, so where should we start? Okay, we'll start with Yarny Goodness, because that's mostly what most of you are here for, I think. So, okay. So, I'm just trying to think if I do this. Obviously, I don't have a script. Can you tell? So... my brain just went blank. Oh, that's weird. Okay. I'm not hyper, but, well, I am hyper. I've had, like, 3 cups of coffee and 2 cups of Diet Coke since last night, and I stayed up all night and haven't slept, so that, it could be the reason. So if you watch my videos, probably about 4, 5, 6, I don't know, 6 videos ago, I told you that my dad had asked me to knit a huge Afghan for his wife, and he was going to pay for it. He bought me all the yarn. I'll try and remember to link the video where I talked about it the most, and I get the yarn haul. But then I kind of had some problems with other health issues, and then I went through the funk, as I refer to it, and then I went through computer problems, and then I went through other health problems and Tourette. I'm still dealing with some health issues, but I do have a really good doctor now who's finally looking into things that I have been telling doctors I'm suffering from for the last 30 years, so he's finally looking into it, so yay! So, yeah, so I'm still dealing with health issues, but it's a lot better, and it's physical health, not mental health, so, anyways, okay, I just forgot what I was going to say now. I am so tired. Maybe I should do this some other day. We'll see. Anyways, okay, so I didn't really knit much. I did knit a few squares. It was the square, it was a free pattern on Ravelry. It was a baby block dishcloth, I think. It was under the dishcloth, but the pattern is just called a baby block, baby heart block, I think is what it was called. And it's a square. Let's see if I can find one. Here's one that I did. So it's just a square with a heart in the middle. See the heart? I don't know if you can see it. I got the wrong side, that's why. There. So, when it's blocked, it'd be like that. And he wanted an Afghan of different colors of the squares with the heart. So, I knitted up some. Then I got to thinking, and that's a dangerous thing to do when you're a crafter, is start thinking. Because you know as well as I do what happens then. New projects. So I found a pattern. I wonder... I don't have it on my phone. I have it on my computer, so I can't show it to you. I can show you what it looks like so far in a minute, but I found another square that's exactly the same size, same needle, everything, and it's 8.5 inches by 8, I believe, is what it's supposed to be. I don't know if it is, but it's supposed to be 8.5 by 8, or not 8.5, 8.5 and 8. That's not half, is it? That's not half an inch, is it? I'm not sure. Is it 6? I don't know measurements. I'm terrible at it. So, anyways, I won't even guess. But 8.5 by 8. And I found this pattern. I was going through Nitpick's free patterns and like downloading a whole bunch of them. And I'm going to put them in files. I'm going to make a whole bunch of files on my computer. Sorry. It's probably going to wait until I get a new computer, but hopefully if I get one. But at the time my computer was working, so I downloaded a whole bunch, and I found this pattern. I wonder if I can find it on my phone. It's called I don't know how you pronounce it. I think it's udiral dishcloth, something like that. Let me see if I can find it for you. I'm just going to Google the pattern name and hopefully it'll come up. My phone is really cheap, so it doesn't work very well, so it's taking a minute. No, I don't want to listen to an audiobook. Okay. Come on, Google. Okay. It's on a... Oh, I got it on Nitpicks. I wonder if it's on Nitpicks. I mean, obviously it is. I just said I got it from there. Sheesh. Nitpicks free patterns. Okay. Library of 300 plus. Yep, that's what I want. Oh no, free crochet patterns. That's what I want. Alrighty. Hang on, talk amongst yourselves. Okay, now is there a search? There has to be a search somewhere. Options. Come on. No, those don't work. There has to be a search thing here somewhere. Recent orders. I wonder if they'll be there. Nope. No. Oh shoot, I have to sign in. I don't know what my account is. It just goes to Nitpicks on my computer. Okay, there's got to be a way to search. I don't know. It's a dishcloth. This is crochet. I don't want crochet. I want knit. It's a knitted pattern. Sort. Sorry, it's taking so long. I don't know how to get... I know how to do it on my computer, but it's different. Why do they always make it different on the phones? I don't understand that. Okay. Free. There's nothing about knitting here. It just has crochet. Oh, back. Oh, search! Oh, I found it. Okay, sorry, I got excited. Okay, search. Alrighty, we're getting it. Okay. Are you enjoying the play-by-play here? You think that's how you spell it. Dish cloth. Fingers crossed. Here we go. Search. Oh, there's like 235 free downloads on it. Ah, okay. Hmm. Well, you would think that it would be patterns 250. That's not it. Ooh, that's a pretty one though. Lace heart dishcloth. That one's pretty, but now I'm looking at more patterns. Not good. Diamond lace. Okay, that must not be how to spell it. Oh, here it is. Euhedral. I spelled it wrong. Okay, so can we make this bigger? No, we cannot. Okay. Okay, it's EUHEDRAL. Dishcloth. So I will try and link it below for you. But anyways, let's show you what the picture is because it's just gorgeous. I can't enlarge it. Why can't I enlarge it? Come on. How come I can't enlarge it? So anyways, it's knitted. It's an intermediate difficulty. Pretty easy. Sizes. Oh, it's actually 8 by 5, 8.5 by 8. So I guess that's perfect. So Dishy yarn they used, of course, they used as a dishcloth. Yardage 95. I would assume that would be yards. Yes, yards. Though. Fiber type cotton, needle size 7, which is 4.5 millimeters straight or circular needles. I am using for this size, and I think the one I'm knitting now will be this size because it's pretty well matched right on. I use I'm not sure if it's a 5.5 millimeter or 6 millimeter because they both look the same to me, and I get the cheap needles from the circular needles from Walmart, and they don't have the numbers actually printed on the needles, which is kind of dumb because, I mean, how are we supposed to remember which one is which? I just keep buying more, which is probably their goal, is just to get you to buy more. So, okay. So let's show a picture to you. Oh, here we go. Download free pattern. There you go. It's a download. And yes. Oh my goodness. Come on. All this just to show you square, but it's really, really pretty. So, how come? Yeah, I know I have. Now it's saying that I have no chrome, but I know I have chrome. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see if it got downloaded. No, recently I've had that song Doggy in the Window in my head forever. It's really annoying. How much is that doggy in the window? It's a catchy tune though. Is that it? Can't open file. I don't know what's wrong with my phone. Okay, so I'm just going to have to show you a small picture of it. I'm trying to enlarge it. No. So, you're going to have to look at it this way. Oh, my phone just turned off. Okay, so that, let me see if I can do it without it glaring. I doubt it after all that. Oh, there we go, kind of there. See those little things right there? Aren't they pretty? And to me, it looks like leaves. I don't know. Oh, I dropped my phone. Not good. Anyways, So I decided I was knitting that in a dishcloth for my dad. And I realized I picked up the heart and I put it beside it, and I thought, my goodness, that would be really pretty together. 25 minutes in, and I'm just starting. So then I called my dad and I said, hey, can I have creative, what's the word? Creative influence? That's not the right word, but you know, where you kind of decide what's going on. He said, sure. He wants the hearts in the blanket, but whatever else I do, I can do. So I came up with this. So, hold on. Let me find my page, because I didn't put a bookmark in it like I'm supposed to. Because it comes with a ribbon for a bookmark, but did I use it? No. And I just picked a random page to do this. Oh my goodness. Here it is. Okay. So I wrote this on a note app on my computer, but since my computer's dying, I wrote it down. So first of all, I will link this below because it is an amazing graph. It is, oh, by the way, this euhedral pattern is charted. And this is my first time doing a chart, so it's very interesting. It's kind of confusing because you have to count the stitches and do repeats and stuff, but I'm loving it. So I was asking my dad, how big should the afghan be? He said, ask Mr. Google, because Google knows everything. So I did, and it came up right away to a website. I forget who it is, but it's I believe it's a blog or website, and it's Canadian, and which I'm Canadian, so I thought, cool. So I went on it, and it has a graph, like a chart, that lists every size of an 8 by 8 square. Like, it has different size squares across here, and then down on this side it has different sizes of afghans, from like preemie to king size, you know, all of them. Some of them I've never even heard of. and then across it has different details about it, and it basically tells you how many inches is the, like, I'm doing queen size because my dad has a queen size bed. And it says how many inches a blanket, or the actual queen size bed is, just the top. And then it gives you the inches of the queen size blanket that you can make so that it goes over on the edges and higher up top. And then it tells you how many squares of 8 by 8 inch squares you need, or whatever size squares you're using, to make those blankets. It is amazing. It has simplified this whole thing for me. It is wonderful. I will link it down below. Make sure you go and check this chart out, and you know, give the lady some love, or the man some love. I don't know if it's a lady or a man, but I did check out their website or blog. I don't remember what it was, but it was really cool. It had some knitted patterns on it, had a bunch of free patterns. Oh, it's a lady designer. I remember now. It's a lady designer. But anyways, check her out. Wonderful. Or no, that was the designer of the euhedral. Sorry. No, the other one with the chart was, I believe it was a website, but I don't think it was like a brand name. I think it was just someone's blog or something. Excuse me. And so, here are my dates. So, the original for queen size, the original pattern or squares with the sides added onto it, was 99 8 by 8 squares, where it's 9 squares wide and 11 squares long for the blanket. I wanted to make it a bit bigger, just because my dad and his wife are, his wife's not too big, but my dad's a little bit bigger, so I thought, you know, they could cuddle up in it and it would be perfect. This is not a dead set, like, perfect plan. I'm kind of just seeing how it goes. But I decided to add 3 squares and 5 rows onto it. So 3 squares, not 4, because my squares are 0.5 wider than they say in the chart. And I just thought 3 squares would be good. I might add 1 or 2 more, not sure. And 5 rows would make it up to 16 rows. That seemed like a good number to me. So it's 12 by 16 instead of 9 by 11. So that comes out to 192 squares in total. No, I don't know math, but I do know how to work a calculator. So that works out to 96 for each color. And what I'm doing is row 1 on the top will be hearts, which are these ones. Oh, I never showed you. Oh, I showed you the picture, right? Then row 2 will be the euhedral, whatever you pronounce it. And it'll just repeat that. And for each 2 rows, they'll be a different color. So row 1 and 2 will be red. I don't have red here with me. I have to buy some more. And I went to Walmart yesterday, and there was no red. I know, disaster. Rows 3 and 4, though, will be bright pink. So that one. Rows 5 and 6. I dropped all my yarn. Oh my goodness. Okay, row 6 will be this color, and I'm kind of doing shades of pink and purple with red on bottom and top. Red is my my stepmom's favorite color. Pink and purple are her other favorite colors, and actually, I don't think she likes pink now that I think about it. Oh my goodness, I might have to change it. I have a feeling she doesn't like pink. Oh, I hope not, because I just bought a bunch of pink yarn. Well, we'll see. I know she loves purple and red. But, and then rows 7 and 8 will be the light pink, or a different color. And then rows 9 and 10 will be the bright purple. Rows 11 and 12. I don't know where it went. Here, is this it? No, that's not it. I've got all this sitting here. Okay, well, rows 11 and 12 will be the lilac, which is a little darker than this, and then the baby lilac for rows 13, 14. Then rows 15 and 16 will be red again. And then I'm thinking of putting another row on top of that and making it hearts, because I wanted hearts on top. And it doesn't work out to be hearts, so it'll either be row 15 or 17 that it'll end on. So I have all that to do. It is a lot of work. I'm a slow knitter, and I'm extra slow with the chart because I am terrible at charts because I haven't used it before, so it's taken a while. So I'm hoping to be done by April or May. So that is good. And then I am still casually working on this scarf. I bought this yarn from Dollarama, and I love it. So this pattern was the what is it called? The 1 stitch or 2 stitch? I can't remember. It's an easy pattern, though. It's just a repeat of 4. So I don't even remember what I cast it on, but it was so long ago. But it's okay. It's a multiples of 4 plus 2. That's what it was. So it's knit 1 behind. No, that's not right. Knit 2, knit 1 behind, purl. So that, and then at the end, 2 knits. So that makes a really pretty scarf. I've been casually working on that. And then yesterday, because I'm silly, I asked my dad if I could use the yarn that he bought me that I'm not going to be using for my own projects, and then I can just spend my own money on the yarn that I do need for his project. that he didn't buy, and he said that was fine. So I had this color that I'm not going to use for the blanket, and I found this pattern. Again, it was on Knitpicks free patterns, and it was, I am so prepared, aren't I? Don't remember what it's called, but it's really pretty. Let's go, oh no, it's this side. So, yeah, don't know if you can see the, oh, my lighting is so bad, and this is such a dark color, but it's really pretty. So I'm doing that, and that is an easy pattern as well. It is a, see if I can even remember the stitches. It's 2-row repeat. So the first row, I cast it on 45, which is what the pattern says. It is multiples of 5. And the first row is, it's a free pattern, so I don't mind giving it away. It's 5 knits, 5 purls, 5 knits, 5 purls, 5 knits, 5 purls, ends on a 5 knits. And then the next row is knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, and ends with a knit. And that's all it is, the 2-row repeat. Loving that. That's relaxing. Okay. Finally, that's all the nitty stuff. Finally, last night, I checked out Jeremy Frier's diamond painting live stream. I subscribed to him months ago, but because of the funk and everything, I never really watched a lot of his videos. What I did watch, I liked. He seems like a good guy, and so I saw that he was having a live stream and thought, hey, I could do that. So I went on it and had a wonderful time, and I was knitting, and it was like midnight or so, and I decided to go to bed before the live stream ended because I was exhausted. I went to bed, but all I could think about was that I really wanted to diamond paint, and I hadn't done it for like years. Well, not years. That's a little bit of an exaggeration. More like months. And so I thought about it, and if you know me, you know once I start thinking about something at night, I obsess over it. It's ridiculous, and then I just don't sleep. So then I realized I was shaking, and I realized I hadn't eaten my dinner, and as a diabetic, I have to eat 3 meals a day, so I end up having low blood sugar. Yay. So, I thought, well, this must be a sign, you know, because there's always signs, right? So I thought, it means I have to get up and diamond paint. So I did. I put on YouTube, and I diamond painted for 5 hours? So, no, 4.5 hours. I went to bed at 4:30 in the morning, started at midnight, went to bed at 4:30 in the morning, and then got up at 5 because I couldn't sleep. So I did do a lot of diamond painting yesterday. I loved it. I enjoyed it. I ended up ordering another one from Amazon. It's a Christmas one, so although I may not get it until Christmas, but it was like $6, so I checked out Diamond Art Club, and I just can't afford it. I can afford the actual painting. It's the shipping that gets me. It's like it's like $17 for shipping one diamond painting. I can't do that. I just can't. But someday. But, so I worked on my Disney Princess one that I started a long time ago. And I did a whole bunch of it. Let's see if I can show it to you better. So there we go. So that is looking good. Done all of this and all of this. I just have this stuff to do. So yay, I'm loving it. I like round. I mean, I like squares too, but I like the round the better, I think. So I ordered my new one in a round. So loving it. If you haven't checked out Jeremy's channel, I'll link him below. His channel is called, it's not called, I can never remember his channel name, so I always put Jeremy Frier because when you put that in, his channel comes up. So it's JMTL Crafts or JTML Crafts, something like that. And I'll link it down below. He's wonderful. Check him out. Give him some love. And so he got me into diamond painting again. So It's good, but it's not good because, you know, I don't have time to time and think, but I'm enjoying it. Okay, no cross stitching, no loom knitting, although I do want to make some things for my little sweetheart, who is Kendra, if you don't know. I babysat her full time almost 2 years ago, and she is still a big part of my life. And she moved away, and I'm hoping to take a trip up to see her in the summer of next year. And her parents and I are working it out so that I can just show up at her house and shock her to death. So that'll be cool. Although, you know, I don't want her to die, but I could just see her face when she sees me. She's just going to be thrilled. So I'm excited for that. So starting in January, I'm going to be making a bunch of gifts for her and her parents. And so, because shipping in Canada is so expensive, I cannot afford to ship anything. So I haven't been able to get her birthday gifts or Christmas gifts. So I want to like make a big box of things, and when I drive up there with, well, not me drive, I don't drive, but hopefully get someone to drive me up there, and I can just bring the box. So exciting. The scarf, the burgundy scarf, this one, I originally was going to make it for a Christmas present, but I am starting to like it, which is like a curse of knitters, you know, because now I want it, so not sure. But my writing is not going so well, but if you want to check that out, you can go to my AuthorTube channel at author Cheryl Gilmore, and I will be uploading a NaNoWriMo update soon, so you can check that out. Okay, I think that's all. I think. Okay. Oh, so I did start that Uhedral one, and so far, no, that's a heart. This is a heart I did. Okay, oops. Where? I've got so much stuff here. I have to clean my house too. It's ridiculous. The good thing, if I don't have a computer for a while, is I will get to like all this mess and actually clean it, and I'll get to all my books and actually read them. So, yeah, it's a win-win situation. Okay, well, I hope that my computer works well enough for me to upload this. I hope you guys are doing wonderful. Let me know in the comments below if you, what should I ask you today? Just let me know what projects you're working on. Are you doing Advent or Christmas presents yet? Or Hanukkah or whatever you celebrate? There's a Kwanzaa too, right? Is that it? I think that's it. Oh, there's the winter solace and all that. Anyway, solstice? I can't pronounce it. Anyways, whatever you celebrate in December, are you making gifts for it? Let me know. And if you have any free patterns that you want to share with any of us, please link them below. That would be wonderful. And have a great day. God bless you in all you do. And happy crafting. Bye.